Hello Nuggets and welcome back to another video of my art book project to make drawing fun again. So after a lovely humble breakfast of a blueberry tart, I pulled up All Hail King Julian on Netflix. Check it out.
She did not! She did not indeed!
And it's time. Enough funny business. It's time to work on my Marco drawing. Psych! I did a furry thing instead. And now it's lunchtime where I made salmon, caramelized onions, and more caramelized onions for a hot dog for dinner. And now it's the next day, and now it's time to finally start work on my Marco drawing. For this drawing, I did something pretty interesting, where I regularly reference like a couple paintings that I found on Pinterest for inspiration as to how the background should go. So for instance, I referenced that painting that you just saw just now to get the idea that I should draw this very peculiar looking flower. I don't know what it is exactly. I think I drew like a similar eccentric shaped flower in like my tropical thatch video with like tigers in the background. Man, like just saying those sequence of words feels so foreign to me now. Like I've drawn so much, I fucking lost track of all of them. But yes, anyway, at any rate, even though these are flowers that I presume grow on the ground, I thought it'll be a really nice like imaginative twist to try and draw them on this tree branch here. I suppose it's a good time as well now to explain what this idea is about. So I plan on for this illustration to be of Marco sitting on some tree branches in a jungle surrounded by, you know, nature and plenty of birds. If you fast forward in this video, you'll realize that there aren't very many birds. But the intention was there. Okay, the love for birds, you know, was present at some point. Something that I realized like while doing this art book series is that I really like drawing birds. Like I love drawing animals in general. Like for that I drew tigers and stuff, and I guess for another like Vista drawing somewhere in my drafts I drew like a cat and a hedgehog. So I like drawing animals, but I just find the shape of birds to be the most inspiring to me. I guess it's the shapes of them. I find them very charming. And I think that birds are just so cool. They come in so many different sizes and they have tons of colors. And if you don't get a bird that squawks like shit like a fucking parrot, right? Their bird songs sound really beautiful. Yeah, that's just my tea about it. I guess I was very inspired by the time my dad took me to the bird park a couple years ago. But anyway, I'll link that video because it's on my channel. And right now, back to the drawing, you're seeing me just figure out how big Marco should be in compared to the other elements in the illustration. I spent so much time figuring out how he should look, and it drove me nuts. And yeah, so back to being distracted by my real world nonsense. I'm now making this thing called a sushi bake. It's essentially ratchet people food where it's like salmon with imitation crab mixed with mayonnaise and hot sauce. And by hot sauce, I mean the Nando's sauces in medium spice. Yeah, that's what I made for lunch this week. And also for context, because I want to remember the moment, I got drenched in the rain. Oh my gosh, because the day before when I went to the grocery store, I forgot to buy my hot sauce. So I went out again the day that I recorded this video. And as I went out to buy the sauce, it started raining heavily and I got drenched really badly. Yet the show must go on. I went home and I needed to meal prep, so I cooked all of my salmon pieces. I tore up my imitation crab. I cooked the rice. I baked it in the oven, and the result of it is this very greasy, flavorful, warm, comforting mixed rice dish that feels like an appropriation of Japanese cooking. That was a lot of words that don't make sense together. But yes, after lunch, it's finally time to actually start drawing focused, locked in focused. So right now you're just seeing me draw these like fern like elements. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I stole this from a painting on Pinterest. But I liked how it added like some sort of background dimension to the illustration, and I think this like long green bean looking plant serves a similar purpose of just adding texture to the background, filling it up to make sure it doesn't look so empty while not being elaborate enough to take like attention away from Marco himself. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to like, think about the kind of shapes that I want my backgrounds to have and to arrange different elements, different plant types to create like a pleasing landscape and composition. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun, I suppose, to think about how different shapes can come together to create a unified piece. Yeah. And right now, I think you're seeing me draw a bird from the bottom view. A painting that I saw on Pinterest featured a bird like that, and I thought it looked perfect. It's perfect because the shapes are shapely, and I really like the way the beak is shaped as well. So I was like, I'm gonna try my best to pull this off. I don't know whether or not I drew it convincingly, but at the very least, I like how round but also sharp I like how round the bird's body is, as well as how sharp the edges are. And I think the fact that it's like you're looking from the belly up adds a very whimsical and playful touch to the overall piece, especially since Marco's expression looks quite serious. Yeah, and right now you're just seeing me add some foreground elements. I like adding foreground elements because it really helps to immerse like the subject into their wider environment and makes them feel more rooted rather than them feel like they're floating. Yeah, and now this is the long part. I don't have much. Oh, this is the long part, where you're seeing like some real-time footage of me drawing the bouquet Marco is holding. Fun fact about this particular bouquet is that remember the time I said that I used to intern at a florist here? Well, sometimes they give free flowers, and on Valentine's Day, while they were like shipping out the Valentine's Day orders, they had like some surplus of flowers, and they invited the staff, I guess it's a really small team, but they invited like everyone to just take whatever they wanted home, since the flowers that were available to us to take were not like very good condition or worth selling. So they were like, just take it, just take whatever you want and we'll wrap it up for you. And these are the flowers that I took for myself. So if I remember correctly, I took a Jabera flower. I'll insert like a little like overlay clip of the flowers that I took, but I took like a Jabera flower. I took a white delphinium, some red roses, and a pink hydrangea, as well as some eucalyptus stalks and some ferns. I'm pretty sure that is what I took. And I remembered feeling like really proud of myself because that was like my very first bouquet of flowers ever, and I felt like a little princess, like walking home on that rainy day, twirling that really small bouquet of flowers around. It was Valentine's Day, right? And sometimes like on the train I'd see like girls holding like little like It's like single stalk red roses. And I just remembered feeling like a show off because while most people only had one flower, bitch, I had like 5 for free, and it's unique, okay? They're all unique. And this bouquet, no matter how small, no matter how flawed and imperfect the flowers are, it's my bouquet. It's special to me. These are flowers that I chose. And even though I regretted not taking more, I was just like, these flowers are beautiful. And I shall wear these rose tinted glasses if it means that I'll appreciate the little moments more. Yeah. This voiceover was quite a lot, wasn't it? I'll shut up now as you just see me like render these flowers in real time. Very minimal cuts and speed ups. You're welcome. Thank you so much for watching. I'll shut up now and please enjoy the rest of the video of me drawing these flowers in peace. Take care of yourself, nuggets, and many, many, many kisses. Mwah. And I hope you don't get drenched in the rain like I did.